Hey guys, it's the Crazy Einstein, or Ethan, whichever one you want to call me by. I know I look like really slumped down right now, but that's because if I sit up, my head will get cut off, and I don't want that to happen. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so today I want to be talking about upcoming games in the year 2015. There's a lot of games coming out. I know that 2014 was a huge disappointment in video games. The only 3 games I even wanted to play in that year, or last year, were Titanfall, which I never got to play, South Park: The Stick of Truth, which I want to buy off Steam, but still have not gotten to play, and Destiny, and I played that at my friend's house, and that sucked. So yeah, 2014 could easily be summed up as one of the worst years of gaming ever. Broken games, terrible DLC, just generic games, and just not fun. I've heard South Park: The Stick of Truth is really good though, so I'm looking forward to that. Now on this list, there's not going to be any Xbox One games because I don't have an Xbox One. Unfortunately, if I could afford 2 consoles, I would, but I can't. I don't have that much money. And even if I could afford 2 consoles, I'd rather put that money towards more games on one platform than having 2 platforms with just a couple games on each one. So yeah, no Xbox games are going to be on. Yeah, because Halo 5 is coming out for Xbox One. And you know, it would be really nice if Microsoft could
play on the PC, because the last Halo game that was on PC was Halo 2.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm not going to be able to play Halo 5, unfortunately. So without further ado, let's get to the top 10 most my top 10 most anticipated games of 2015. Here we go. The first one I want to talk about is Bloodborne. Now, Bloodborne is basically from the same game creator who made the game Dark Souls and I think Demon Souls. And Demon Souls was on the PlayStation 3. And then Dark Souls came out, and that was on PS3 and Xbox, and then Dark Souls 2. I can't talk today. And then Dark Souls 2 came out, and that was also on the Xbox. But Bloodborne is the, I don't know if it's the successor, I don't know if it's a spin-off, I don't know if it's just from the same guy, but this game's only going to be on the PS4. Next one I want to talk about is The Order 1886. I'm guessing from the title, this takes place in 1886, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, any sensible person would come to that conclusion, because it's in the title. But yeah, supposedly it's set in the Victorian era, or whatever. You know, it's named the Victorian era because Queen Victoria and, you know, whatever. But yeah, Victorian era, whatever, and basically it's a story-driven third-person shooter, and basically you're going around, you're shooting like werewolves and ghouls and goblins and you know, stuff like that. So it looks pretty cool. Looks like some kind of cool gothic horror video game. Looks pretty cool. Next one I want to talk about is one I'm really excited for, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. A Thief's End, sorry, because, like, thieves would be plural of thief, whereas thieves is like the thief owning something, or something that belongs to the thief, and the end is what belongs to the thief, so it would be A Thief's End. Sorry if I rambled on. So basically, Uncharted 4, Thief's End, it picks up, I presume, where Uncharted 3 left off. And that is, I haven't played Uncharted 3. I've played, like, the first 8 levels of Uncharted 1, and I plan to finish the series before I play Uncharted 4. But if you've seen the graphics, that's cool. But we all know that graphics don't make a game. But, yeah, I'm really excited because I know Uncharted also, for the past 3 games, has had, like, a really good story. It has good puzzle solving and platforming. So, yeah, it's not just going to be your generic mindless everyday shooter like we get nowadays. It's going to be a good game. Hopefully. Next one is Rhyme. Okay, so when I first saw the trailer, I could only think one thing. Spitting image of Wind Waker from The Legend of Zelda. I mean, you just look at it, it looks like that cel-shaded shit that the Wind Waker has. And when I say shit, I mean the good shit, not the bad shit. I know cel-shaded games are usually very artsy, so I presume this to be some kind of artsy, edgy game. Although it looks cool, sometimes some of these games that are like a little bit too artsy and like in your face, sometimes they can just be a little off-putting to me, because sometimes when they focus too much on like the visual and story elements, they forget a little bit about the gameplay. And it's not bad to have an artsy game, but it's also a game, and so it has to have good gameplay. Next one coming out is Ratchet and Clank. So I guess this is some kind of like reboot or something. I mean, they did it with Tomb Raider. They're doing it with a lot of games nowadays, because I guess the game industry is becoming like Hollywood, just running out of new ideas or something, huh? But apparently, it's supposed to be like a retelling of the game. And you know, I've actually never played Ratchet and Clank. I've always been a Jak and Daxter guy. I always liked Jak and Daxter the best. Those were always my favorite PlayStation games. And they still haven't made a Jak 4, which really pisses me off. Next one we've got is a game I've been waiting for like 10 years. 10 years! You know how long that is? That's 10 years of my life. 10. That's like a decade. Okay? That's a long time. Okay? Star Wars Battlefront. So if you've seen my Star Wars Christmas special review, you all know how much I like Battlefront and Battlefront 2. Okay? And I've been waiting for Battlefront 3 for like 10 years, and I guess they just canceled the project or something. So now we have Battlefront. Apparently it's from the same people who make Battlefield. All I can say is Battlefield 4 sucked, so don't screw it up. Next one is No Man's Sky. I don't really know what to think of this one. Looks like some kind of piloting game where you can go wherever you want. Looks like a first-person game. Looks like an artsy indie game. I don't know what to think of it. Could be good. It might suck. I don't know. Just because a game's indie doesn't mean it's good. Just because a game's a AAA blockbuster doesn't mean it's good. Okay? There are indie games that really suck. There are some good indie games. There are some blockbuster games that suck. Battlefield 4, Killzone Shadowfall, all that shit. Destiny. But yeah, I really hope this one is good, because last year really freaking sucked. Next one is PlanetSide 2. Now I know what you're saying. PlanetSide 2 already exists! I know that, okay? But it's coming to the PS4. Now, the PS4 had PlanetSide 2 as free-to-play, but it was the beta, and now they're like actually releasing the game on the PS4. So yeah, it's PlanetSide 2. Came out on PC, you can play it on Steam, but I don't know, I kind of like the controller better for FPS games. The next one is Resident Evil HD Remastered Edition. I've never played any Resident Evil game before. I've always wanted to get into it, but I've never been able to play it. And basically this is the first game being remastered on PS4 and Xbox One and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm really excited for it, because it seems pretty logical to play the first one, and because the first one's coming to the PS4, why not play that? So yeah, can't wait for that game. The next one is Batman Arkham Knight. Okay, I am really excited for this game, because I've been waiting ever since Arkham Origins, no, scratch that, Arkham City, for Rocksteady to return, and now they have. And if you saw the gameplay trailer for that game, you know that it looks freaking awesome, okay? You can drive the Batmobile around Gotham City, you can glide around Gotham City, it's gonna be awesome. And the main villain is the Scarecrow, and it's so freaking cool. And, you know, oh my gosh, it just looks amazing. And, you know, the visuals look so awesome. If you look at his cape, it literally looks like a piece of fabric, like, going through the wind. Like, there's, like, creases in it and stuff. Oh my god, it looks amazing. Oh my god, I'm so stoked for this game. I mean, I played Arkham Origins, and don't get me wrong, that was a really good game, but it wasn't as good as Arkham City. If they can manage to top Arkham City, that's going to be one of the best games ever. That's probably going to be my favorite game ever, because Arkham City is like in the top 5 of the best games I've ever played. Yes, yes, thank you so much. Arkham Knight is finally coming. And it's 2015. Originally it was going to be released in 2014, but now it's 2015. Rather than, you know, spend a lot of time and make a good game, then rush it out and have a shit game. Well, thank you for watching my top 10 anticipated games of 2015. That's the Crazy Einstein, and yeah, thanks for watching my video.